I don't think I'm ready for this. Attack on Titan has been a monumental experience in every instance of its series. I watched the first season when I was still in high school, when I still didn't know many of the ugly secrets of the world. The second and third ones when I was in college, when I shut myself in my own inner mysteries, yet made some wonderful friends along the way. And finally, I watched the final season when I started working, living outside my parents' house for the first time, and facing the harsh reality of the 9-to-5 world. And now, well, ironically, as the final episode of this pop culture phenomenon approaches, yep, I'm back to the starting point, living with the help of my family and trying to reframe my life up until this point. Attack on Titan was one of the few anime I watched as a teenager that actually kept me invested recurrently, as I shared with others the excruciating pain of having to wait 4 long years to find out why there were titans inside the walls, and 2 more on top of that just to find out what the hell was inside that damn basement. Those years of waiting after being left on a cliffhanger in one of the biggest mystery anime ever made me give in to my weakness and check, no, not the manga, the wiki to explore the lore behind the Titans, where they came from and their true intentions and whatnot. And don't worry, I have the memory of a goldfish, so that didn't ruin the experience for me. All this did was fuel my interest and curiosity to unveil what was about to come even further. I suspect I wouldn't have gone down this rabbit hole if I hadn't watched that first season OVA, where we see a mindless titan talking and worshipping this mysterious Ymir character, right before brutally murdering a female cadet who was documenting every single unbelievable thing that was happening right in front of her eyes. The whole vibe of Attack on Titan, how it fed its mysteries and expanded its lore to the viewer very slowly and in bite-sized amounts each season, made it truly feel like a folk tale almost, as if we were given access to a forbidden text of sorts, while unraveling a lost part of humanity's history. It really is a feeling unique to this series that I never got in another anime. In every season of Attack on Titan, there's like that one element that people ended up criticizing over and over and over, but at the same time, those were things that just fueled the discussion and proved how much the story had to say and how much could be unpacked from the episodes that we watched. The first season was written off as an action schlock, like a story that depended entirely on its production to be entertaining. The second season was said to have some very questionable moments, which actually ended up being some of the best anime moments of all time, debatably of course. The third season was criticized for being too political and for having a whiny Eren, and the third season part 2 had the basement reveal, which was one of the most divisive plot twists in the history of anime probably. And the final season, with the studio changing from Wit Studio to MAPPA, also divided the fanbase once again. And just like the little weird things here and there from previous seasons, most people, me included, ended up accepting the style change, and it actually made me become of the opinion that the final season fits the tone of the story at that point quite beautifully. Of course, there were some obvious production issues, but all in all, the emotional beats and the twists and turns of the story were magnificently presented. It's powerful. The fact that a story can mirror various stages of our lives and be present throughout most of it gives an extra punch of catharsis when we see it end. When the first season of the final season of Attack on Titan was announced, I was like, damn, that's poetic. It's ending just as I start living on my own, taking care of my own shit. What a beautiful finale. Nope. What I thought was the final stretch of a certain part of this story was just the first season of a long series of installments in search for the meaning of it all. It's cruel in a sense, but it seems that I have to go back under the tree once again to reassess this whole story a bit more one last time. And who knows what awaits me. An original, unpredictable finale? A very predictable one? Will this arc end as tragically and painfully as everyone makes it out to be? Will it even actually close this door that has been open for 10 years in order to open a new one? Who knows? All I know is that I want a finale. I want that catharsis and everything that may come with it. I want to know what awaits on the other side. And as bad as it might get, as shocking as it might be, and as uncomfortable as it may make me feel, it can't rule out the great lessons and experiences left behind. It can't ruin all the memories, from the painful to the wholesome ones. I genuinely feel like I can take anything that will be thrown this way and still come out alive from all the rubble. Attack on Titan, regardless of its ending, has already left its footprint in the lives of millions around the globe. And no matter how it might leave us, it has been a huge part of this last decade of our journeys. And for that, Sasageo. See you guys one last time under the tree.
お前が言った通り、俺は自由の奴隷だ。